Hello, hello. It's Britta here from Aligned and Undefined, and I am here with the weekly energetic update from the Akashic Records for the week of Monday, January 25th, 2026 to Sunday, February 1st, 2026. I cannot believe it's already almost February. So if you're new here, I channel the weekly energetic updates from the Akashic Records, the energetic library of all the thoughts, feelings, and experiences we as a collective have experienced in this lifetime, past lifetimes, as well as future opportunities. I do this weekly and I also do it monthly. So this is the weekly energetic update, like I said, for February, January 26th to February 1st. I always channel with my eyes closed. So let's go. All right, the Akashic records for the collective consciousness are now open. I'm calling in all of our collective angels, guides, ancestors, and anyone else for our highest, truest, and gentlest good only. And keepers of the records, what will benefit the collective consciousness to know so that we can move forward uh, with our most empowered understanding of the energies on offer for the week of January 25th to February 1st, 2026. So I'm hearing the song Go Tell It on the Mountain. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Which feels very, the energy of that song is very lighthearted. It's very hopeful. It's very joy filled. And joy is something that we need in the collective consciousness right now more than ever. There's a lot of really hard things happening out in the world. For those of you who don't know, I am channeling from Minneapolis, Minnesota, where there is a lot of strife happening. A lot of attention is on Minneapolis right now for ongoing tragedies, and we need the joy. We need the joy. Look for the joy. Look for the joy. Look for the joy in the collective consciousness, in things that are happening externally out in the news. A lot of times the news likes to share the opposite of joy because that is clickbait. It's what keeps people coming back. It keeps people obsessed in the cycle of it keeps people enslaved to the cycle, to the new cycle, and it keeps people from moving from a place of sovereignty within themselves when they're attached to what's going on externally. So look for the joy. There is joy out there. I'm getting that there might be some surprisingly joyful events, some events that are going to bring some joy this week at the global scale. Interesting to hear what that will look like. And at in your personal lives as well. Personally, look for the joy. There is joy on offer this week. There's also the invitation to how do I say this? What the message is coming through. And the fact that I'm pausing and relaying this message also feels like a message in itself. Like there's an invitation to pause this week, an invitation to step back, respond, not react. Um, Step away, step away, step away, step away from um, news sources that are keeping you in spirals of despair. That is an invitation because you will be more likely to notice and appreciate the joy on offer this week if you are not stuck in the cycles of despair that the new cycles can keep us in. As humans, we deserve joy more than ever during this moment in history. So if you are someone who feels like you don't deserve joy, if you're someone who feels like you need to be focused on the negative because there is so much negativity out there, we invite you to re-examine that belief, because it is joy that keeps us going. It is joy that keeps us moving forward. So look for the joy, look for it in your personal lives. This could be as simple as appreciating the warm blanket that covers you when you go to sleep at night, or the warm cup of coffee that you get to drink in the morning. Like that, that's simple as that. Look for the joy, but also I am getting the sense that there is something coming this week. Like I said, this Britta who's channeling this is like I'm like my human body is like experiencing like some resistance to this message because it doesn't make sense based off of where we are right now in the current state of the world and the current state of where I live. Um, so I'm telling you this is like I'm channeling the records and I'm getting this message, but I'm also like doubting it. So because I'm human and I'm a human being channeling this message. Um, but there is a sense that there is something on offer this week that will lighten the global tensity, density, sense of like overarching despair that's been being felt by many in the world right now. So something is happening this week. And like I said, Britta, my human vessel that is channeling this, is doubting it. Like, what is this? But I'm getting it on the records. And so we'll just have to see how it plays out. Um, but there is a sense of lightness to this week on offer. And don't forget to look for the joy. It is what is going to keep us going as a humanity, as a collective. That is all. Hmm. Whew. All right. That was the message for the week of January 25th to February 1st. It's really interesting channeling the collective records to channel energy because you get these messages that, and like I can feel when my body's resisting them because it doesn't make sense. Like I've said, I'm in the Minneapolis area. It's very tense here during these times. And being told that something joyful is coming this week, just, I'm like, what? Okay. Even I doubt the messages sometimes, actually, a lot of the times. But that's the beauty of channeling is it's through the lived experience of the week that we get to see how it plays out. You don't always have to believe it right off the bat for it to be true in some capacity. So, if you enjoyed this message, if it resonated with you, if you have any thoughts about it, I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments. If you enjoy these weekly and monthly messages, I invite you to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week.